The Chinese economy continues to deteriorate, and even Shanghai, the most economically developed city in China, is in a state of mourning. This time, I came to Shanghai and suddenly found that Shanghai seems to be in a slump. There aren't many people in the shopping malls and many factories have closed. Look at this airport, it's also deserted, not many people. The man lamented that today's Shanghai is truly incomparable to the metropolis of those years. He did some research and found out that Shanghai's population has been in a net outflow in recent years. A man went to a newly opened shopping mall in Shanghai and found that there were very few people inside. This is a common phenomenon in Chinese shopping malls these days. They are empty. Look, this is the first floor. Look, this is the basement floor. This is the current situation in shopping malls in general. Let's look around the IFC mall. Let's see Shanghai. They say the economy is in the doldrums, so let's see if there are many people inside. There's hardly anyone here. What's happened to the economy of the Magic City? No one is spending money. Just several saleswomen stand there at the entrance to a counter. In addition to shopping malls, the phenomena of shop closures is also very serious in Shanghai. A restaurant owner describes her predicament. Do you know how hard it is to transfer a store now? The advertisement for the transfer has been listed for a month, and the price has dropped from the original 13,700 to 10,960, 8,200, 6,850, and 4,110. But no one has responded. Now, I'm going to tell the landlord that the lease is up in February and I'm not going to renew it. I'm going to let him advertise the rentable area directly. Today, I had a used kitchenware collector come by to take a look. He offered me $206 for the whole thing, including the display case, the air conditioner, and the refrigerator. So little money, I'm at my wit's end. It used to be hard to find these subway stations in Shanghai, and now it's really not an exaggeration to describe them as desolate. In the past, we couldn't even get such a shop like this with $41,100 for the transfer fee. The lady said that in the area around the subway station, which is considered a commercial area, there's basically no one around now, and even the food stalls can't survive. This is Shanghai, a first-class city. She said that it's really difficult to run a business in brick-and-mortar stores in Shanghai this year. Moreover, the group of post-80s friends around her who are almost the same age as her are among those laid off by their companies. How bad is it in Shanghai this year? Almost 5 million people left the city. Shanghai used to have a permanent population of 26 million, but now there are only 21 million. Shujiahui used to be a high-profile district and commercial center in Shanghai, but the current scene is in stark contrast to the past. Let me show you. This is Shujiahui in Shanghai. It's now 9 p.m. Do you know what Shujiahui used to be like? Not long ago, just 2 years ago, it was impossible to move around here on weekends. The pedestrian bridges were packed with people, and it was crowded every day from Monday to Friday. Tourists from other cities and people working in Shanghai filled the streets. The lady said that the rent for this place used to be at least several $100,000, but now, even if the landlord offers subsidies, she doesn't think anyone will rent and open a shop here. Most of the stores still running here are big brands, and they are also struggling. Even Shanghai supermarkets have very few customers now. China's economy has deteriorated almost across the board, and this figure is alarming. From January to July 2024, among the 31 provincial-level administrative regions in China, except for Shanghai's surplus of $9.632 billion, the local finances of other provinces could not make ends meet, and the provinces with a fiscal revenue shortfall of more than $13.7 billion reached 23. Even the financial gap in Beijing, the political center of the Chinese Communist Party, reached a negative $12.64 billion. On December 7, 2024, the Shanghai Statistics Bureau released data showing that Shanghai's retail sales of consumer goods in November this year reached $19.77 billion, a year-on-year decline of about 13.5%. In response, netizens said, a 13.5% decline. If it weren't for China, I'd think there was a war there. And, singing the praises of a bright economic future while the economy is collapsing, all industries are withering and the whole population is in debt and living a hard life. Others said, Shanghai's tobacco and alcohol taxes are surprisingly high, but that's not a long-term consumption trend. Foreign-related social consumption, securities-related social consumption, and real estate-related social consumption are not going to get better no matter how you look at it. Shanghai's economic decline is closely related to the withdrawal of foreign investment. A Shanghai blogger said that many bloggers who have worked in foreign companies in the city often mention this in their videos. After the foreign companies left, other Chinese companies lost their integrity and moral sense of duty. Before, when they worked for foreign companies, they were treated well and could take vacations easily. The blogger said that the benefits of foreign companies were quite good. When the foreign companies left, Shanghai's economy also deteriorated, and local companies did not learn from the foreign companies, so their income also decreased. Before, as an international metropolis, Shanghai often saw the presence of foreigners. This is a conversation between two friends about the decreasing number of foreigners in Shanghai. Where are the foreigners? Are there many foreigners now? There aren't many foreigners either. Have many foreigners gone back to their countries? I don't know if they went back, but you don't see any foreigners on the street. There used to be foreigners everywhere, but now there are fewer. There are a small number of foreigners in the downtown, but you don't see any in the suburbs. Ah. This video shows the desolate foreigner street in Shanghai. Shanghai's former foreigner street was once full of lights and people, but now that the foreigners have left, it's deserted. It's the weekend, but no one is here on the weekend night. The employment situation in Shanghai is equally bleak. This is the feeling of a blogger 2 days after arriving in Shanghai. I'll tell you how difficult the employment situation is this year. Even if people work at the Oriental Pearl, which is behind me, they only get paid $685 per month. He said that in the past 2 days of looking for a job, he found out that security guards need a security guard certification, surveillance guards need a surveillance guard certification, and cooks need to show 3 kinds of certificates. He urged everyone to be prepared when planning to come to Shanghai. A Shanghai blogger reveals the situation of local college graduates looking for jobs. It's getting harder and harder to find a job these days. Jobs that only pay around $600 a month attract many to fight for. Now, even college graduates in Shanghai can't find jobs. The blogger said he heard that a company wanted to hire a conference room attendant for about $600 a month. It received more than 500 resumes, many from college students and 2 from postgraduates. The blogger exclaimed, "Now, even graduates with master's degrees in Shanghai can't find a job." This scene is of an unemployed Shanghai college student crying on the subway. A recent college graduate talks about the difficulties he had in finding a job. I want to know if I can find a job in Shanghai this year. The app Boss Direct Hiring has no help. Either the bosses don't read or they receive the resume but never respond. There are even fewer who will schedule an interview. Has the construction industry completely shut down? This is the experience of a boss of a small company. I feel that Shanghai's economy is worse than that of second and third tier cities. In the past 2 years, almost everyone I know who was an employee has been laid off. Some still haven't found a job, even though it's been almost 2 years. Others have simply returned to their hometowns. And nowadays, most graduates in Shanghai without work experience cannot find a job. Some graduates want to come to our company for an internship without pay. And some want to pay to come to our company for an internship. We are just a small company with 5 or 6 employees. A girl talks about the embarrassment she felt when looking for a job. I would like to ask, where can I find a job with a normal salary in Shanghai? I've been interviewed by countless companies in the past 2 days, such as editor, operation, and sales. The salary they would offer is all like $800 per month before tax. Oh my, after tax there is only $500 left. Can you survive in Shanghai with such a low income? I thought everyone in Shanghai made at least $10,000 a month, but now they tell me it's $800. My goodness, that's scary. College graduates who can't find jobs work as delivery boys. However, the experiences of delivery jobs are often heartbreaking. When I went downstairs, everything was fine, but when I came back up, the food was gone. Get up, get up, get up, get up. This delivery boy is crying because the food he delivered was stolen. Another delivery boy also told a blogger about his heartache. Now I deliver takeout food. I can't even afford to rent a room, so I just lie in the park. How many days have you been living here? 5 or 6 days. Every day? Yes. So you stay here at night. Isn't it cold? It is cold, but I have no choice. The delivery boy from Henan province was born in 1999 and is 26 years old. He said that he used to work for a logistics company. He took his friend's advice and switched his job as a delivery boy, but ended up earning only about $10 a day. He said he only eats once a day at the place where the food is free. It's okay as long as I can fill my stomach. It's pretty sad to come to Shanghai. Many people can't find work in Shanghai, and with the new year approaching, they just return to their hometowns. In other words, the trend of people who work in Shanghai returning to their hometowns has come earlier this year. Look, Shanghai is officially in a mass exodus. Hey, it's starting. Now, a large number of young people are joining the Exodus Legion. This is the Jing'an district. To my right is Shanghai Railway Station, which is also one of the busiest train stations in Shanghai. It's not even Chinese New Year yet, and there's still more than a month to go. Many people have already left Shanghai. The man said he stood outside the station and saw that most of those leaving were young people born in the 1980s and 1990s. As for the reason why they are leaving, someone gave the answer. Not only have foreign companies pulled out in large numbers, but local factories in the city have also closed down, resulting in a large number of people losing their jobs. The owner of this Shanghai factory feels very devastated. If the market continues like this, in 2 days all my factories, about 10 of them, will be shut down and there will be no work at all. Right now, there are 217,000 pieces in stock that have already been put into storage, not including the work in progress in the factories. I don't know if other people's businesses are doing well or not. If things continue like this, all 10 of my factories will have to stop running. There will be no work at all. A blogger revealed the reasons why many outsiders have left Shanghai, and he also noticed the astonishing fact that 2 to 3 million people have already left Shanghai. I was talking to some friends in Shanghai today. Shanghai should have lost 2 to 3 million people in the past 2 or 3 years. Why did these friends want to leave? He said it was because they lost their jobs, so people had to go back to their hometowns. Even the rich people of Shanghai are starting to leave. A woman shouts. Will there be a huge change in Shanghai? Many foreign companies have left, and Shanghai's wealthy are also selling their homes to cash out and leave Shanghai. I have been collecting full payment for property selling in Shanghai for so many years, and this is the first time I have encountered this situation. She said she has also noticed that many people mortgaged their apartments to get loans this year. She questioned if there would be another big move of the government. Coupled with the recent continuous reduction in down payments and interest rates in the housing market, could it be that some people have learned some inside information in advance? So they are preparing to pull out of Shanghai? The blogger noticed the same thing. Landlords in Shanghai are packing and have already started to run away. Many people, especially outsiders, have started to sell their apartments in Shanghai and buy properties elsewhere. This is the choice of many people. The man said that many Shanghainese sold their apartments when their children finished the college entrance exams. Some people with little children are not willing to wait any longer, and they rush to sell their Shanghai homes and leave too. Shanghai residents chat with netizens from other provinces about the local employment situation. On November 16, 2024, a Zhejiang province netizen said, "Now the company is laying off 50%, and it's still the kind of thing where whoever gets the higher salary gets laid off." A Shanghai netizen responded, "In my department there were originally 7 of us, but last week I was the only one left." Another Shanghai netizen said that his uncle and aunt were both in Guangdong. "My uncle said that the factory where my aunt works originally had more than 60 people in one department, but now there are only 20 in just 1 year's time." The continuing decline of Shanghai's economy can be said to have affected almost every industry. On December 15, 2024, according to a report by the Chinese media outlet Shanghai Media News, well-known brands make a sudden announcement late at night. Delisting confirmed it was once a Shanghai baking giant, and despite selling its properties to pay off its debts, it still couldn't hold on. The news revealed that Christine, a well-known bakery chain founded in 1993, had 543 stores in Shanghai at its peak. On October 18th this year, Christine announced that the Hong Kong Stock Exchange had decided to delist the company due to its failure to publish several financial reports. In March this year, Chinese media CBN reported that Christine owed US $7.81 million at the time, and all of its stores had been closed. The internet celebrity bakery years ago has now closed due to the downturn of Shanghai's economy. China's first-tier international metropolis has seen its economy deteriorate to this extent, which shows how weak the Chinese economy has become. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.